Hello there, it's Dolev and welcome to Facebook Ads Machine. In this video, we're going to talk about mindset and how Facebook works. So first of all, I'm going to talk to you about the mindset, how you should approach Facebook, and what you should have in mind when doing Facebook ads. Second thing we're going to talk about is actually Facebook ads. So how this whole platform works, and I'm not talking about in a technical type of way, I'm talking about how it works behind the scenes. And you're going to see exactly how it works and exactly how you should approach this. So first of all, let's talk about the mindset. You want to prepare to fail a lot. And I put quote unquote fail because it's not really failing. For me, it's testing. Because I know that for every few campaigns that I quote unquote fail on, I make money. I have a huge campaign that's a huge success for me. So testing is really the key here. You want to keep in mind that for every few campaigns that doesn't work for you, you're going to have one big success. And you're going to find out the number later on. It really depends on your niche and what you're doing, but this is the whole general idea. You want to test a lot until something works, and while that something works, then you're going to scale up and make it big time. Second of all, this is a very important rule. The more sales you get, okay, and you want to remember this, the more sales you get and the more you spend, the more data you're going to get. So what do I mean by data? Basically how Facebook works, and we're gonna talk about it, is that they're optimizing their ads to get you the top results. So the more sales you get, the more people like your post, the more people comment and share, and the more data you get, the more data Facebook has to bring more high quality people to your posts to make you more money. And we're gonna talk about that later on. But you wanna keep in mind that the more you spend, the more data you get. And when you start, it might be a little harsh, your ROIs might be a bit low, but the more sales you get, the more you spend, the more Facebook is gonna optimize, and everything's gonna be cheaper, and everything's gonna make you more money. Third, you wanna think long term, okay? You don't wanna have one big campaign that's a huge success and then shut down after a day. Of course, there are certain campaigns that works for a day, like a Black Friday campaign, or anything like that, or campaigns on Valentine's Day, or anything like that that's only for specific seasons or holidays that's work really well on a specific day. But for most of your campaign, you want to think long term. You want to have something that works over and over again. Okay, I used to do Teespring once, and when I've done Teespring, and basically what it was is that we ran a 7 days campaign. It was with high budget and everything else, and then we tested what happens when we have a long-term campaign. We don't really spend as much, we get less sales daily, but the sales we get are long-term. That means that after a few months they're gonna get cheaper, we're gonna make more money, and we found out that after a few months, eventually it actually makes us more money working on the long-term run and not the short-term run. So you want to remember that as well. Fourth, it only takes one successful campaign. Okay, for most of you, you want to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month just to start with. It's a nice goal to start with, and I want to tell you this. It only takes one successful campaign to get to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 plus. Two campaigns to get to more than that, and then it just goes on and on and on and on. So if you're testing 5, 10 campaigns or 3 campaigns every single day, but it only takes one campaign to be successful to make you thousands of thousands every single month. And you want to remember that when doing Facebook ads. 5, you want to be willing to sacrifice a bit upfront. What do I mean by that? So you want to be willing to test more, to actually wait for the money just for the sake of testing and getting data. And once you do, then you're going to make a lot more money in the future. And you're going to see for yourself how this whole formula, the whole mindset that you're going to use to approach this entire Facebook ads course is going to help you in the future. Because if you remember everything I've said here, if you took notes and you actually remember exactly what you should do, then when you actually start doing Facebook ads, the whole dots are going to come across and connect together, because you're going to see exactly why I'm right and why this is the best way to approach Facebook. So second of all, I want to talk to you about how Facebook works. So how exactly Facebook works. After we talk about the mindset, about how you should approach this, here's how Facebook works regarding of how they optimize your ads. Basically, Facebook optimizes the ads for the best results. I have a campaign that's doing really well with over 80 million in targeting. Yes, you've heard me right, 80 million. So how exactly does it work? Basically, when the audience is so broad, it's really simple. Facebook takes the data of those who like the campaign, and by liking the campaign, I mean liking the page post, bought the product, clicked on the link, and they find similar people with similar interests, ages, etc. They keep doing that, and they keep optimizing the ads, and that's why often the ads will do better and better when you scale. So the more data Facebook has, again, you see how this how the dots connected right now, the more data you have, like we talked about, the more you're gonna do well with Facebook, and the more data your pixel has, because everything you work with is gonna be with a pixel. And you're gonna see exactly what I mean by that. Basically, Facebook has a pixel which you use to track your sales, add to carts, etc. So all the data you get, add to carts, page views, purchases, all of that is gonna be on the pixel, and the more data your pixel get, the better you're gonna do. It takes time, you need to understand that it takes time to get there, and Facebook takes time to gather a lot of information to your pixel. But once you're there, you can achieve amazing things, and the more data your pixel have, that's how fast you can grow later on. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.